Hi, I'm Beverly Banor Brown, and I'm back once again to talk about today codependency revealed and narcissistic relationships. And they are often so deeply, profoundly interconnected. Today our topic is how fixing, in quotes, Spurs narcissistic supply. When you try to fix, when you, even with the best of intentions, the most loving benevolence, try to do too much, try to take over in a sense, in a kind of codependent attachment to a result, a feeling of rescuing, a feeling of, I have to take care of this, hearkening back to probably your childhood, when maybe you really did have to step up to the plate and be much more mature in your behavior than you ever would want a child to have to be. This person in front of you, this crazy maker, energy vampire, drama queen, drama king, overall narcissistic personality, may be triggering in you as a messenger for your healing, should you choose to see it that way, an opportunity that is bringing up all of that in you. And so in what you feel in a misguided way in many cases is your ability to step in and say, hey, you know, if you do this, this, and this, you're going to feel better. Or if you don't do that, you're going to be fine. And I know this way, and I know that way, and here, you know, let me basically fix it for you. You're inadvertently spurring on the narcissistic supply, the very thing that will keep your narc or your energy vampire or crazy maker or whatever name feels right to you, difficult person, oppositional personality, gaslighter, stonewaller. I mean, there are just so many names, so many labels that are coming more and more into the vocabulary of our wording because it fits so many people, because there is, I believe, a veritable epidemic of these kinds of behavior, the ghosting that I've referred to in other videos, which, by the way, are all part of my now fairly diverse library. Beverly Banor Brown is the name of the channel, and if you haven't already subscribed to it, there is such a wonderful, warm and loving, mutually concerned community of people literally all over the earth, from Thailand to India to Colombia, Venezuela, England, Ireland, Spain, did I mention New Zealand and Australia? And then all parts of America and Canada. If you're part of the video library by joining Beverly Banor Brown on my YouTube channel, you'll be privy to all of that. Many of you, I'm finding on the commentaries, are responding to each other and offering ideas and experiences that have helped you in your life to have more. And here are some of the names of the other series that I'm doing and have done: Mindful Parenting, Radical Gratitude, Inner Peace Now, About Vanishing Twin Syndrome and Holistic Wellness, and then, of course, Codependency Revealed, Authentic Dating, Successful Dating, Joyful Marriage, and Narcissistic Relationships. And I may still be leaving out a few, and I am working actively developing new titles for you and new topics to be introduced. So it's fairly far-ranging now. And several 100,000 people have viewed these channels, and I am so touched and so really continue to be humbled by the response, because not one penny has been spent in advertising the channel since it began in September of 2013. So, how does enabling, or rather fixing, which is sort of a way of enabling in some cases, spur on narcissistic supply. What we have to understand about narcissists, energy vampires, crazy makers is that they need, in an addictive way often, to get that battery charger supplied, to get the attention. Whether it's negative attention or positive attention, it still gives them the rush, it still gives them the drama, it still gives them the action that makes them feel alive, that keeps them going, that they are ever on safari looking for, like a tiger seeking his prey. It goes on all their waking hours, and from what I understand, many of them dream about how they're going to find the next person, the next situation, the next parasitic way to find a new place to live, drive a better car, have a beautiful sailboat to sail on Sunday afternoons and any other day, get a better job through their connections, using people often as lovers, until they can't get any more money or they can't get any more adulation, attention, sex. It's a very parasitic process we're talking about here. So what it does when you do the fixing stuff is it lets them know that they've still got a person who's hooked on their line, that they're continuing to reel in, and they're continuing to be jazzed, to be fueled by your attention. And the more of an emotional response or reaction they can get from you, the more they feel they've got you in their camp, the more they feel that you're going to continue this. And if they know that you'll continue it, then they don't have to do very much for themselves now, do they? Because they've got you. You know, I'm a great believer in being of help, being of loving service, so I don't want it to sound like I'm indifferent to other people's plight. Far from it. I also believe, however, that, again, without healthy boundaries in place, and many of you who may be in the codependent behavioral spectrum of traits also grew up in homes, as the narcissists often have, where there were no defined boundaries. There were no standards of behavior. People just basically lived in very hedonistic, very addictive, very unpredictable ways. It was often chaotic. It was often emotionally unavailable primary caregivers who really, either through neglect, benign neglect, through abandonment, through very, very poor, often unkind communication abilities, gave a message that your needs are not important, that boundaries don't exist, that the world is an often unfriendly place of struggle, and that you have to be hypervigilant at all times, and you have to be so capable that you can fix, in quotes, any situation. Nobody, no matter how amazing they are, even avatars, can fix, in quotes again, every situation. And nobody is broken, therefore nobody needs to be fixed. Everybody is inherently whole and inherently valuable and has dignity. And when you start from that perspective, then you look on the person in front of you and you can say, how can I help you? How can I get you any sort of assistance that you need so that you can get yourself out of whatever situation it is that's bothering you so much. Boundaries stop us from fixing and allow us to be of constructive, loving, caring support. It's a world of difference, but it's subtle, and for many of us, we've had to learn that as we go. And that educationally is what I'm offering you today as a kind of contemplation point for you to look at how you can view your own situation in a new light. I'm Beverly Banor Brown. It has been wonderful, as always, to prepare this video for you. I do hope it's been of some help. Please let me know by leaving me a like, even if you totally disagree with me. at least if it's made you think, at least if it's made you consider the possibility of something that will be of use to you, then I feel it's somewhat successful. And in any case, I'm glad that I had the chance to make it for you. If you would like to share your experiences or you want to reach out to me, you're more than welcome to leave a commentary below the YouTube screen. And of course, again, the idea of subscribing free of charge to Beverly Banor Brown, MS, which is the full name of my channel. Until next time, I send you blessings and say to you, Namaste. I bow to the light that is within all of us, all the time.